pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hands up, lead.
Mike 51. Are you getting hit? Are you getting hit?
Hands up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
368.
Switch out. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play fake. Here's Dalton.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Redskins nothing. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here goes the hot. Right, 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
22. Here goes the hot.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Place it hot. Lee.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Redskins nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Down.
Now Keenum. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down. I got 86. I can take it.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
57's right. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here goes the high. High. Hey, take 53, 55. Hey, Echo.
Now it's Keenum. And Reed with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 52. Take 2. Okay.
To throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They give it to Peterson. Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will... A touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
51 to Mike. There we go, here we go. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Regular.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action here with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. On the ready.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Silver, silver.
49, check 49, check 49.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm set. Mike 50. He's tired of me. Heavy.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike.
Now Haskins on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 4, check 4. Check all down.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Nice move there by Darius Geis, and he got on my radar in 2016 when he was filling in a lot for Leonard Fournette because he had ankle issues at LSU. And the first time I saw him play, over 200 yards on the ground, a lot of long runs, but he also broke a lot of tackles as well. That's why people had him on their radar for this draft and think that he can be a featured runner, and Washington's counting on it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We're ready. 60 out long. 52 right here. 50 up, go. 52 came up. We're in 52. Watch 52. 52's the mark.
That's all.
On first down, this is Geis. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Push. Hey, 52, Mike 52. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Andy Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And some room to roam now. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch 7. Watch 7. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On play action, Haskins. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. Not today, you are.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score, Bengals 23, Redskins 20. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
368.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's get it.
Regular.
Hey, dude. Mike 20. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 20.
Watch the slant.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Crunch time, defense.
Here we go with Haskins. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and that'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. Run the ending. Watch the roof on. They're running it. Yeah. Some motion. Reset. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll hand it down to Geis. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
57's Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
57. I'm here all day.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jets Dobson. Incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Exit. Squeeze. He's checking.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
57's right.
I smell fear in that offense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. And this one is right through. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, Henry, 52. Man, I got you. Watch the twist.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time. And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and throw the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Dalton here from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that,
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Get ready. Get ready.
68.
Everyone, Mike 20. Let's go, D. Let's go.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Buying time is under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long